And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to create your own character for Jank Funnifyic. First, you're going to come up with a character name or civilian name. So this is your character's civilian identity as you explore the city of Springdale. Then your character is going to have a superhero name. This is your character's superhero identity. People in the game won't recognize you as your superhero identity unless they witness you using your powers or wearing your superhero suit. Then you're going to have a 3-sentence personality description. It's a 3-sentence description of your character's personality. Then you're going to have health, so you're going to roll 3d20 to determine your character's starting health. If your character takes damage, it is subtracted from your health. And of course, when your health reaches 0, your character dies. Money. So in order to determine your starting money, you're going to roll 2d20. Your character's starting money can be spent to buy things at shops around Springdale. Max power usage of a game session. Whenever you use a power, it is subtracted from your max power usage of a game session. If you run out of power usages, you can no longer use your powers for the rest of the game session. You roll 1d20 in order to determine your max power usage of a game session. Maximum number of powers. This is the maximum number of powers you can have, and this is determined by rolling 1d20. Damage each power can deal. You roll this for each power. So for each power your character can have, roll 1d20. Powers can deal damage or use a special effect when used. This is the amount of damage a power can deal. So let's say you have 2 powers. You could roll 1d20 and roll a 16. Your first power then can deal 16 damage or use a special effect. Then let's say for your second power you roll a 4 on the d20. That means your second power can deal 4 damage or can use a special effect. 1-sentence special effect description. You'll have one of these for each power. Powers can deal damage or use a special effect when used. Each power has a unique 1-sentence description of their special effect. So essentially you write a 1-sentence description, 1 sentence, that determines what your power's special effect is. Location of your base. There is one of every possible location in Springdale. Each location is named the Springdale blank. For example, the Springdale Bank and the Springdale Brothel are a couple of examples. Your base can be in any one of these locations. It's your choice. 1-sentence superhero suit description. Describe your superhero suit in 1 sentence. You can put on your superhero suit at any time using your subspace communicator. 1-sentence description of your vehicle of choice. In your base, you have one vehicle of your choice. Describe your vehicle of choice in 1 sentence. Total number of sidekick NPCs you can find in the game. You determine this by rolling 1d20. In the game, your character can find NPCs that can act as your sidekicks. This is the maximum number of sidekicks your character can have. Total number of powers each sidekick Total number of powers each sidekick has. Roll 1d20. Each sidekick you have can have this many powers each. So if you roll a 4 on the d20, each of your sidekicks will have 4 powers. Max. Total number of power uses sidekicks share a session. Roll 1d20, and this number is the number that all your sidekicks pull from. So whenever one of your sidekicks uses a power, it is subtracted from their total number of power usages for a game session. When they run out of power usages, your sidekicks can no longer use powers. So if sidekick A uses teleportation and then sidekick B uses invisibility, but they have a total number of 2 power usages, then sidekick A subtracts 1, then sidekick B subtracts 2. So now your sidekicks can no longer use any more powers because they spent all their power usages for that game session. Your starting floor at Springdale Apartments, roll 1d20. This determines where your character lives at Springdale Apartments. So each character lives on their own floor in the Springdale apartment building, and your d20 roll determines what floor they live on. Civilian occupation. This is your job in Springdale. And your civilian identity, what does your character do in order to make more money? Walking speed. Roll 1d20. It tells you how many miles per hour your character can walk. Starting items. A subspace communicator. It is a wristwatch-like device that allows the wearer to talk to other heroes, receive updates from the hero community, and allow the wearer to communicate to others outside the normal confines of time. It also, as stated earlier, is what allows you to wear your superhero suit at any time. And your final starting item is an item bag that can hold up to 10 pounds worth of items. This is all you need to know in order to create a character in Jank Funnifyic. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Peace.